A Spotty Hippo by Sue Moore. A mother hippo was splashing about in a lovely muddy pool. She kept flopping down into the squashy, slurping mass of mud, sending sprays of it all over the place. She plastered every rock, tree, and blade of grass with the stuff. Just then, her little baby hippo was born. But instead of being a nice hippo color, his new little body was all covered in dark spots. His mum said,
"Never mind, I like you just as you are."
But Charlie, that was the baby hippo's name, knew he wasn't meant to be covered in dark spots. This upset Charlie very much, as he didn't want to be different from the other hippos. So he set off to search for a way of curing his spotty skin. He met a man up a ladder, painting his cottage with white paint.
"Could you paint me all over with your paint?"
asked Charlie.
"The paint will blot out my spots and then I won't look so odd."
"I can't paint you white," barked the man climbing down. "You would look even odder, all covered in white paint. Who ever heard of a white hippo?" Charlie ran away. He soon came across a group of nattering monkeys high up in a tree. When they saw Charlie all covered in dark spots, they laughed and laughed so much they all nearly fell out of their tree.
"Ha ha ha! What a funny hippo!"
They screamed with delight.
"Has he got measles or something? Maybe it's catching."
Charlie rushed on, but he could still hear those monkeys screeching about his spots.
"He should be in a zoo,"
they shouted. Finally, Charlie was out of hearing range. He sat down in the grass and began to sob very loudly. Just then, a friendly lion called Geronimo got up from under a shady tree and stretched himself. He yawned lazily and spotted Charlie. "Why are you crying, little hippo?" he asked.
"Because I'm all spotty,"
cried Charlie, shedding great hippo tears. "You poor little mite," said Geronimo, peering closely at Charlie. Then he gave Charlie a big lick. Charlie nearly fell over backwards in shock and horror because he thought the lion meant to eat him.
"You stop that!"
shrieked Charlie, hiding in the grass. "Now hold on there, little hippo," cried Geronimo. "I only meant to comfort you. And besides, I've just licked off one of your spots. It tasted just like mud." And of course, it was mud. So while Charlie stood perfectly still, Geronimo went on licking until he had licked off all Charlie's muddy spots. And there stood Charlie with the beautiful clear skin, just like any other baby hippo. Charlie ran all the way home with Geronimo following. When he arrived home, he shouted,
"Look! My spots have all gone!"
His mother was very pleased and asked Geronimo to stay for tea. So they ate root bread, mango jam, herb tea, and bamboo shoots. And afterwards, Charlie and Geronimo played a game of tag. And that's the end of the story.